Hello, this is Carillion with part 4 of my Let's Play Total War Attila as the Eastern Roman Empire in Legendary difficulty, and this is part of my two-part series involving both the Western and Eastern kingdoms. Last time, my Emperor fought a heroic victory where we devastated the forces of Nobatia. They have 8 battalions left total out of this army. That was, what, like 32? Enough 30 units. So, we have wrecked face, as it were. Some of our battalions got pretty beat up, that's fine. We're going to go and finish them. We're going to take the 10% recovery because that should give us some huge numbers. But do I really have 466? Kind of want the money. Now I'm going to take the recovery because Garamantia also just declared war on us. Oh, they ran the wrong way. Well, we're going to crush this army before going and crushing the next army. Kartli was destroyed by Armenia. Sad for them. Asia. Where's Asia? Over here. That's sad. They're gonna Palestinians is gonna revolt that I know about. Lanista. Okay. Well, because I was able to have that pretty stunning victory, I no longer need you to come to there. So instead, I'm gonna put you in Nobratrahana Bastra, which is where he is supposed to be stationed. And if that delays the revolt, I don't really care. You're gonna get a revolt here. If I force marched you, you could get to here. What cities is it? So it's Caesarea, Ephesus, and Cinda. Oh, it could be up here. So I don't have to. I'm gonna just put you in Cinda, which will actually negate the revolt for a turn or two. Of course, is this going to mean we're going to have a revolt down there? I don't want to do that. We're going to buy you a couple of units because we're going to have too many revolts down here as we build up. Okay, over here we're doing fine. Now, we don't want to spend money if we can help it. We just have enough revolts that that unit is going to be bouncing around too much. Over here, we're going to put you into this and come over there. Armida still has a plague. I thought building that would get rid of the plague. Well, shoot. It is what it is, I guess. We'll make do. This region's having a terrible day, that region's having a terrible... It's going to have a revolt. This one will have a revolt shortly after. But that's why we have these legions around. We need to save money. Okay, you come to Alexandria. You will take out that next time. You... I don't want to risk this city getting destroyed, so we're going to put you right here. And you're going to attack him. Look at that. We gained so many troops by that 10%. Which is good because we're going to have to defend against Garamantia. And Garamantia is not a weakling. We can't really go after them. We could. But I don't know if you can subjugate unless they only have one city, and there are other cities on the other side. We're just going to be aggressive and kill these dudes. We'll probably take this ransom. It's only 177, but we'll take it. And we're going to continue south to deal with Nobatia.
Commander, I don't care how tired you are.
Huh. We'll just do this because we're not going to be able to get to him anyways.
Destination reached.
But we're coming for you, dude. We're coming. And we'll get a bunch of regrowth. Most of our units will be unhurt by the time this is over. Over here, if I do that, if I build this, it would not produce as much money, but it would prevent future stuff from happening. But this is the frontier. I don't know if I'm going to put that much money into the frontier. I would kind of rather build something like right here. Now this produces an extra 700 gold and would make this region happy, which would be huge because, quite frankly, I don't want to fight here. Or a capital building would do the same. And it produces 300 for the cost of 10 food. Food is a bit of an issue here, but I don't have to deal with it yet. So that's the one thing I'm going to build this turn. What about you? I know train veterans. How are you doing on our Imperium? We're at war with 4 nations. The Magyars. We have 4 trade partners. We're still trading with the Western Romans. That's great. And our Greco-Roman paganism is going up semi-quickly, but I'm not ready to deal with religious stuff yet. I need money, and I have not been able to save the way I want. You're fine. You are less fine. But real quick, looking at this, we produce 50, and then we're producing 64. Should be, we're still not going to produce enough food. So I'm going to build one more thing here, I think. Because I kind of have to. I need public order to be taken care of. That's cheap. I'm just going to build another fields. Next turn, all the food problems should go away. And in that region, the food problems accounts for all of the problems. So once I have enough food, Thracia will become happy. You are gonna be here to like deal with revolts. That's good. Okay, we've done what we can down here. You're here. You're in here. I'm very depressed about this, but it is what it is. The Magyars have not actually moved at Lazika yet, so I don't really care. So we're gonna get the turn. These turns need to go fast and furious as much as possible because we just have to try to save. I've had to build more military might at the beginning than I hoped. Nobatia turning on me as quickly as they did, although not unexpected, was unpleasant. Could have freed them from the puppet state, but they still would have just attacked me. They felt oppressed by us. Well, now they're going to get oppressed. I'm going to sack them, and then I'm going to sack them again, maybe. I'm basically going to drive them into the ground and then puppet state them again. That is what's going to happen. Then they can build back up while I'm deciding what to do. But we will drive them in the ground. They cost me not an important city, but a city. The Reckoning. That's kind of a fun name for an army. Oh, Pecorus, I come for you. I come for you. Syria's gonna have a rebellion. That sucks, but it is what it is. Knew it. Bithynia's getting the rebellion. Martial training. Did we not actually have a rebellion this turn? Who's getting raided? Alexandria, Ephesus, and Ayla. So those are where our 3 rebellions are. So you need to come out of force march and you need to go crush this rebellion. Oh my goodness, he ran so far.
At once.
I'm just gonna move into Ayla. We'll let him drop this stuff another level.
At your command.
You're gonna come out and fight him.
Yes, Lord.
We'll go with a balanced stance. I would like to build this army up so I can move them to deal with what's coming. Oh, you're gonna get money.
Ready for battle.
You weren't badly hurt. The 2% was going to matter. 300 gold is a whole lot more important to me at this point in time.
At your command.
Eventually, money will cease to matter to me, but that time is not yet. You guys are going to get that and that. This region is still unhappy. Why is this region so unhappy? It has food. Oh, head rating. Well, the rating is going to go away. Okay, can you get to them? You can.
We'll escape.
Okay, we're going to auto-resolve this because no reason not to. We'll go with a balanced stance because it's the safest way to go. Sack only brings a 995. If I loot and occupy, it'd be more. But I don't really want to occupy it.
No!
I'm gonna sack it
At your command.
because we don't really care about them. Let me look at Pacorus because I need to see what it looks like. So they have 3. They have a noble estate. Yeah, that's a pretty good building. They have a level 2 horse breeders. So they'd have public order, they'd have this, and do they have any squalor? No. But they don't have enough public order. They would have squalor from this. They don't have enough public order to deal with the penalties for
We hunger
for so you're subjugated again. And if you mess with me again, I'm going to mess you up something fierce.
advance.
Okay, so they're now our friends again. Where they should be happily employed by us. We're going to go for that. That's going to be necessary to get us money. Abbassidia, come on, trade with me.
Welcome, honored emissary.
Oh, you suddenly want to.
And I will answer with my
That's
master's
awesome. We
voice.
could really use some good money from you. Apparently you don't want to nearly that much. Oh, Abbassidia, you taunt me. You taunt me with your desire to trade without having a desire to trade. Okay, that's more money every turn, and it keeps them happier with me. The more stuff like that we have, the happier different nations are. Lazika is now back to fully happy. Nabatia is incredibly unhappy, but they're improving. That's fine. Can we trade with you yet?
The door is open to you.
Okay, well, that's fine. I don't need you to be... I need you to just be there.
Faster, curse you all.
Okay, that's good. You're going to come back this way and deal with the issues in this region. They're going to deal with the issues in this region. We have another... Oh, they did outside of Ephesus. That's great. So just go sit outside of Ephesus, and we'll give them one more turn of building. And you're in the city. That's good. You gained some stuff. That's great. Get that decrease and get this. +5 public order is better for someone who's other places. Ooh, that's really good for a governor. We're gonna give you this one. Go ahead and have that. So let's look at my governors, because we got some good stuff for governors. So, wrong thing. You. Oh, first of all, we need to do some stuff. You. Who are you? You are Eutropius. This guy is Flavius and Flavius. Okay. You're that one, you're that one, you're there. Okay, so this is kind of goofing up stuff, but whatever. There's no reason not to have these positions filled if possible, and it burns their influence, which is important because if they ever get more than him, they become irritating. It would be great if you got married and got a good wife. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's look at these governors. You're a nice little dude. Where are you the governor of? You're the governor of Thracia. Thracia's about to be fine. You're the governor of Cilicia. You're 22. I want Cilicia to be very happy. You already have an artist. Go ahead and get this +2 authority. +2 authority, when we look at that, we'll add 2 to public order, which would be great. Come on, I have other governors. You're the governor of Insula Orientalis. Which is actually who I thought I just had, but that's fine, you will get this one. +5 public order. You're 45, you'll live for a while. We're good. I don't need to adopt anyone. And I would kind of like to build one building in a region that's unhappy to make them happy. So let's look at Bithynia as our least happy region. Yeah, they're about to have like another revolt. I really think I need to ditch this in return for public order building. I mean, I can build that later. How much am I getting from textiles? That's the real question. Is the endless revolts worthwhile? Textiles. It's producing 340. If I move that up, it would produce more public disorder. But I don't think I trade with enough people to sell off 40 of anything. Looking at this, we're producing 40. That's selling all off. So we can actually sell 40 now, which would be good. So, I mean, I could do that. Our food is fine here. None of these provide public order. In fact, I don't think there's any minor settlement thing that does public order other than maybe this, which is annoying. So, I mean, if I got rid of that, I can get 1,000 gold and +10, which I could build that back here, or I could just hold off the revolts until that happens, but that's a long way away. I don't want endless revolts. We're going to knock that down, and we're going to build up the other stuff. +10 growth would be good, but I want to save the money. We don't really need that here. Okay, so we didn't build here. Let's look in this region. This region I could build my sanitation. It doesn't have the sanitation. It needs that. Okay. Definitely needed to happen. Antioch, you are going to revolt. Which is fine, I have armies to deal with that. Let's see. I can build the forum, which if I get up to a circus is +21 public order. makes 800, but it has a lot of Greco-Roman influence, or plus 13 with 1600 gold. That's so much gold. Or I could build the church back. I do, in the not too distant future, need to start building churches. We need public order, or I could build the administration building first. The administration building at this point goes up to plus 9 public order and gives us 300 gold and a tax rate. Plus 9 public order would do a lot here. So we're going to go ahead and build that capital. And it won't give the same negatives. Okay, we're going to save the other 500,000 for now. Egypt is a broken region. Hugh, I'm probably going to... I need to bring Bernice back. Which means you are actually going to go to Bernice. We'll sacrifice a bunch of men. They'll regain because we're not going to be fighting for a while. And regain Bernice. Because we kind of need that. It will be a big boon for the region. Okay, so we're going to go in the turn. We have a bunch of skills. This is great. Our general. You're going to do that so that you can finally get some decreased costs and stuff. And I'm going to buy you this one because I'm about to nuke a lot of your troops. Eutropus, you're a governor. Corruption, I need money. You're a governor. You get this and this. Which makes that region happy. Happy, happy, happy. You're not. Yeah, you are part of that. You're back to not being happy, but that's going to come and then you'll be happy again. Capital buildings for everyone. Okay, let's end the turn. This is just so much more fun than Western Rome. I had one miscalculation that did lead to the loss of one province. Oh, here comes Germancia. Now this will lead to more loss, but... Okay, my emperor is going to need to go fight this. They have a lot of those legionary sword defectors. We have to fight this, obviously. It's going to not be... Do I have to? I don't really care about this province. I don't want to lose anything. We do have to fight this. We have to fight everything when in a defensive siege, just to slow them down. If I weaken them, then when I bring my other army in, obviously Bernice is going to be held off till I can deal with the Garamantians. We need to crush them a couple times and get peace. I thought we started out with them not hating us. Why did they declare war on us? Serves no purpose. If you don't hate us, why declare war on us? Western Rome is faltering. They're a much better target than we are. The problem with Garamantia is that they ignore desert attrition, so they can run all through the desert, and we don't. So we are slow as molasses going through the desert. Mobility is huge when we are at war. So our armies will either take massive attrition, or they're just gonna get wrecked. Okay, now we obviously want to do as much damage as we can, so we're gonna set up way over here, as far from their two armies as we can. We're gonna start with you, because the most likely people to get to us first will be Cav. Spread out so they can't get by you. And then we're going to put them behind. And we're not going to put them into Testudo because no real reason to. Okay, we want to delay you. I'm going to build this over here. Though sometimes if you can build one right by you, it's funny. We'll build that there, hopefully filter them this way. Away from the city center. Probably not. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start the battle. We're gonna hope that our cav can take out one or two of these
We are outnumbered.
Hurler units. If we can kill some of the hurler units, it'd be good. They don't have any onagers. We always crush the onagers if we can, because that makes it so it slows them down when they come to big cities. What are you guys doing? Get back. These legionary defectors are annoying. They're gonna just wreck me. Okay. I hope they charge their cabin first. That would be awesome.
The tower is nothing but ash now.
I would applaud their maneuver. And they, of course, are going to do that. They already took some damage from the thing. Now you are in Testudo, right? Okay, good. Good, go kill this. They finally separated out from that swords units.
They are trying to take out our general. Defend him.
What are you doing? Charge. Get out of there. Fighting the general unit would be a horrible error.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Oh good, they're coming after me. Without the general. Okay, now come back and kill them. We wrecked that cab, that's good. You move up, and then we need to get you into Testudo. We're a little short on the Testudo, but it works. Over here, we're killing us a bunch of their hurlers. We can hopefully get this army unit as well. Don't let them get away. Keep killing, keep killing. I want you to kill both of these units entirely off. Base hurler units are not terrible, but any left in here? Go after them and finish them. Oh, you know what? That's fine. If they're weakened to death, it works just as well for my purposes. How are you doing for kills? 21. You have 33 already.
Our men flee
That's
the field
excellent.
of battle. This is a shameful display.
We have killed off most of their ranged units. They are bringing swords around to fight us, but that's fine. Come on, break them before those swords get anywhere near you. Because those swords have spears, and that's gonna wreck your day. You can kill these off at your leisure once you're away from town. How are you doing over here? You charge Viking. You get a charge bonus. Charge. Let's let you rest. You're gonna come over here and
The
rest.
men's resolve is failing.
Yeah, it's sad because that's a general, but whatever. How are you doing for kills? 81. How did you do? 39. This guy's already had over 400. He's winded. I want you to go finish this bowman unit off. I think they're done. You charge back in. Get that charge bonus. You get a little bit of morale boost where you're charging. You'll support them. Okay, this unit's done. Okay, we're gonna come over here.
Our men are breaking up.
They're up to 117. They're not gonna hold very long. You back. Charge back in. Rinse and repeat as long as possible. You brace them so they're holding better. They're not going to get 200 kills, but they're fighting legionaries, which are doing very well against.
A unit is running from the enemy.
Okay, that's done. I'm gonna bring my cav right here. I want my cav to charge into them. Are they into the testudo? What I don't want them to do is charge into spears. And that's what they're bringing forward. So my cav, come over here. Ooh, come over here. What are you doing? Get back. Don't go that way. How are you doing for energy? You're very tired. Oh, well, we might as well let you come over here and rest a bit. Oh, you know what? That's great. Since we have cav and they don't, we're at least gonna finish off these 22 dudes. Before we do like some sacrificial charge off into nothing, we're gonna come and kill off another battalion. Come on, what are you doing? Don't be putzes. Get over there and finish them. Interesting. Don't get shot if you can help it. Why are you getting shot? That's so silly. So we'll have killed off like several battalions with these dudes. They're not going to get 500 kills, sadly. At least I doubt they will. They're probably their morale's pretty amazing. Oh, they didn't damage the city like at all. That's very nice of them. Okay, that handles that. Now we're gonna move you over here. The swords won't do as well unless they're in testudo. I just don't want to charge spears. That's just a waste of time. This unit's going to die out anyways though, so there's no reason not to let them rest for a bit and then charge in. I would really love to charge hurlers. Devastating one more squad of hurlers would be pretty awesome. So we're going to come here. Nope, that general's coming to play. Get over here. We don't really want to fight the general. Although the computer may not give me a chance. Okay, they backed off. We want to go back to fresh because we have some time. And you just charge much better if you're fresh. If we can get a charge into the desert hurlers, it'd be amazing. One more devastating charge gets us up to the 500 kill mark. Now we're very tired. Our general's alive? That's weird, I thought he was dead. Tired. What is your range? How are you doing? We're winded. Down to active. It's very nice. They're walking right at us, so we can charge them. Okay, charge those hurlers. And we surge over 500 kills. Now we're just gonna die here, but that's fine. They were nice enough to give us hurlers to charge into. We couldn't really not take them up on that. Now at this point you just fight to the end because... oh look, those spears are wrecking us. Oh, 550 kills is not bad. A close defeat. This wasn't close. But we did do a lot of damage. We killed almost 1,000 of them. Those are really skilled. 2 chevrons each on those. We wrecked most of their stuff. We took out those things. This was a worthwhile battle. They killed 128, which was great. So my cav killed over 500, which means we got about 250 with our towers. Not bad. The only ones that let me down were the spears. Those Comitatus spears just did not get enough done. But they were fighting swordsmen. Spears aren't meant to fight swords. Next turn, for the first time, we should be over 10,000. We killed 3 of their battalions, which is actually not bad, because killing them lets them just recruit more. Oh, they conquered it. And immediately bought another army. Conquering gives them a lot more replenishment and stuff. Still, I have a general army and stuff that I'm going to bring down here to deal with this. Nobatia should be kept in line now that we've put them back in their place. Axum has to go through Nobatia to get to us. We have time to go and deal with Garamantia. And really burning Garma to the ground would appeal to me greatly. Okay, let's see how many revolts we have this turn. He can spend his own political favors. Take her hand. She looks good. +1 for him, that's great. Yes, take her hand. He can spend his own, he can spend his own. They're happy. And we're up to 13,000. We have our civil war here in Antioch. We're going to move down to Antioch. You're now going to finish off Judea. They always did cause lots of problems. Well, they stayed to fight, which works just fine. We'll go with the balanced stance and just kill this dude. Going with the money.
Ready for orders.
Mainly because we have time and we're trying to build up lots and lots of money. Are you trying to claim that region? Well, we may go back to war with you then. But that's fine, I can... once I've done with Garma, I can deal with that. If they reclaim that city, I'll have to go and kill them. Okay, you come back to here. Your group gets +2 public order, which will help the region. I want you to have that and that. And you're getting lots of stuff. Okay. So out of curiosity, I'm gonna come take Bernice. If I have to retake one or two provinces or another province from Garma, then I will. But these guys will be back in 3 turns. It'll take me that long to get anywhere near them. And Bernice is mine, which is what I wanted. Now all my building this turn will be fixing Bernice, because it got ravished. We'll start with that. But that's fine. We are moving in the right direction. This is the road to heck. Apparently I cannot force march with this army at the moment. You... How much public order are you providing? The crackdown's gonna be there regardless. You're probably providing 2 of that. You're providing like 11. Is it worth building this plus 6 public order? It would improve the tax rate by 4. I'm having too many problems in the south. I have to build that. Okay, you're gonna come and fight. That could pose a problem. We'll see if it does.
On the move. We hunger for battle.
I may need to pick up some mercenaries. Yeah, let's see what I can get in the way of mercenaries, or I'll fight this on the map.
Disengage!
But they need to die this turn. We should be able to crush them regardless.
Ready for battle.
But if I don't have to, they're kind of expensive, but we'll buy them, and we'll buy a cav unit, because cav are good. You're too expensive to be worthwhile. So These are Persian hurlers, armored hurler units. Somehow I've gotten worse. How did I get worse when I was adding force? Well, I guess we'll be fighting this out. Having to fight rebels is a waste of time. I mean, these dudes are all pathetic. Their cavalry is the only thing they have, and if they charge at us, if they look like they're charging, we'll just go into testudo. So, at which point they die. So, buying those units was a waste of money. I may end up disbanding them just because they're expensive. We're gonna start deployment. If you're gonna buy hurlers and stuff, you want the cheapest ones you can get. Okay, we're gonna move all of you back so I can set up my lines. Okay, we're gonna of course begin our lines with our swordsmen. We're gonna put 1 spear on either side of the swordsman, and we're gonna hold 1 in reserve.
Your orders. Ready and waiting.
You're gonna be held in reserve to go as needed. You're gonna be a flanking force. You're gonna be a flanking force, and our general is gonna be in the middle. We're gonna start this battle. You guys go ahead and start marching forward. You come to here. My general comes there. This dude comes over here, and my cav runs over here just to get a look at what's going on. If you die, I really don't care. We're gonna speed this up. Looks like there's a ridge here that will give us high ground, because we couldn't see over it.
The enemy has been spotted.
I'm gonna keep coming to here. And all of you go ahead and go into Testudo while I deploy my other troops. Okay, you are actually gonna come up to here. My general come to right here. Hurlers. I'm gonna put you right here for now. My cav, I'm gonna put you right here. Okay, so first off, this unit is coming up to go into Testudo and just provoke the archers. You should provoke them from right there. Yep. Once this unit has used up its ammo, and that's not a great angle for them to be shooting at us anyways, then we will send ours in. Kind of think I might as well do it now, because I don't really care about this unit. Go ahead and go up and fire at this unit here. Kind of want to provoke them. Okay, so you've provoked them, so you can move back. Come back here around the line. Get out Testudo and kill this. Stop firing at will, you're shooting my own guys. You form up like this and go back into Testudo. Oh, that's one unit done. So, nope, they just hit there, just went away. I was like, they broke that. See, that was easy. Continue firing. You can fire at those right there. Not sure why you did what you did. That's Testudo. They're wasting ammo on this guy. We are killing them already. That is good. Really, I should hit this cav, but they're dying already. And we're going to do the skirmisher battle, of which obviously they are losing. We've almost defeated that unit already.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
They've used all their ammunition. How are they in melee? They suck in melee. They're not a very good unit. They're awfully expensive for being a bad unit. Okay. Why are you taking so long to send your force? Okay. We're gonna grab these four. Bring them out of Testudo. We're gonna bring them over here. We're just gonna charge them forward. You two are going out of Testudo. You're gonna come over here. You're charging in. You are getting out of Testudo, and you're going into these. You two go there. Sorry, you go to these. This is going to be a fast and ugly victory, but I don't feel like spending forever fighting this. Okay, come kill the general.
The enemy are losing their advantage.
Have we killed their general yet?
The men are broken and running for their lives. The enemy
Oh,
general is
they
falling.
crushed those guys. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end them.
Glorious victory will soon be
This was a kind of ugly victory. It was still decisive. I think it was ugly. There was just no reason to take forever to fight that group. their lancers did surprisingly high amounts of damage, but we didn't fight them in Testudo. Unfortunately, they weren't going to come at us. We outnumbered them by 500. I don't know how it got worse. We're gonna take on money.
That's your command.
Money, money, money.
At once.
Because unfortunately, I had to spend too much money this turn. Okay, let's give you whatever I can. Your group, +2 public order. Okay, that region is fine. This region is rebelling. Crud.
Ready for orders.
Okay, well. How many turns for some of these? That's 6 turns. I'm just gonna merge that. And then you're gonna walk as far as you can here. No, I need you there. We have hordes that are gonna come through. You're gonna force march to get close to Nicomedia, which may or may not have been worthwhile. Okay, down here, we'll let that go a turn. How are you doing for time? I think we're going to do 1 intern, and then we're going to be finished. So we're going to do the intern, and then we will finish the video. So we have some skills, that's good. You're a general. Get that to decrease costs, and then get that. You are a governor. Money. You are a governor as well. Reduce that corruption by 10%. So what we need is lots and lots of money. And I'm going to go and end the turn. So, we're not having nearly as much money as I want. I'm still trying to build some stuff. The interest will build up over time, but the more I make in a given turn, the more I can build into interest. They've ended my non-aggression pact. Well, they suck. We need to deal with Garamantia, then we can always deal with Axum afterwards. Axum and Nobatia are the 2 first kingdoms we'll conquer. Mainly just because they're an excellent place where we can conquer, consolidate, and not have to worry about constant attack. Africa as a whole is a great place to do that. So let's see. Well, we've had lots of desolation in the north. Seriously, Luzika, why do you keep coming down here? I mean, it's great that you're friendly and all, but Nobatia's goofing around in my lands, but that's fine as long as they're puppet stated. I don't care. The town of kids are gone. That makes me happy. If I raise a fleet, I increase experience. It's not terrible. Libya's gonna have a revolt, but well. Can I attack you this turn? Okay, good. I was hoping they would stand and fight because we get the garrison then. I'm going to take the replenishment. Apparently they escape. Don't escape too far. Because I would really like to finish you off. Excellent. You know, I said this was going to be the end and then I just immediately started playing. Well, our turns are fast, so I'll go through one more turn. And then we'll end the video. I go, haha, intern, get moving, and that should be the last revolt you face for a couple turns. So we're gonna take the money,
Make haste, men!
and we're gonna disband 2 units. So let's go in here, and we're gonna disband these 2 merc units. They're just too expensive, and they're kind of wrecked. That's good. Can I get you?
Any man who
Can I get you back to Nicomedia? So I might as well not do that to you. Take that, and go ahead and have this. And you can come to Nicomedia anyways. You're like a full stack. We're gonna let them drop it a little bit more. Okay, you come north to here. By necessity, we're gonna have to walk this way. I do want to take back the region. I'm gonna leave you here though, and I'm just gonna send this army. By the time they get anywhere, if it turns out there's too many of them, we'll turn around and fix that. So let's look at who's unhappy, and maybe I can build a governor. Asia's not having enough food. See, not having enough food is a terrible reason to have issues. So, how good is your region? Your average. I'm gonna build cattle farms here because we're actually really close to running into having all our food places drop fertility, which kind of tells me I should check that. Libya, you are massively low without a Gila. Which probably explains a lot of your negativity. So if I build a fishing jetty, because we're about to hit 400, we are flying through turns. This is currently producing 34. If I go up to cattle, it produces 70. Produce 60. We will do that because that will get rid of most of the issues by the time. Asia, Dardenia, you're the next lowest with food. I need to give you food before climate change hits because you lose 16. So we're going to go with 1 cattle herd, which will do that. Cappadocia, you need a cattle herd. Wait, what are you? Okay, you're going to get a cattle herd. Syria, you need a cattle herd. Or a sheep flock. Sheep flock it is. Insula Orientalis, you're going to lose 10. So you actually would be fine when climate change hits. So we are not going to do that. Egypt. Egypt is slowly being fixed. Palestinian. You are going to be fine when climate change hits. Kind of think I should build a minor farm here just to be sure. But we're going to hold off because money. Osrone, you're fine. Bithynia will be fine. Cilicia will be great. Macedonia will be good. I really need to improve order here though. I can't leave this army down here forever because I actually should really have them up here. So if I built this, it would increase my tax rate, cut down my gold a lot. I'm not going to build it this time. Interest is too important. This region is okay. In fact, I kind of want them to have a revolt so that I can come and crush it later. So we're going to bring you up to Sculpey. We're going to let them revolt. Okay, we're going to do the intern. If we run into a fight, we'll stop the video. Otherwise, we'll stop it at the end of the end turn so that I'll be at the save point. We have our retribution. Macedonia has appeared. That's great. We're going to let them really bring down public order quite a bit before we take them out. Garamantians are quiet since they took that desert region. If I could get peace with them, I don't care about that one city. The problem is they're aggressive. They're just going to declare war on me again in 10 turns. I need to burn Garmer to the ground. Rebuilding it later is better when I'm actually ready to hold the desert. So destroying Garamantians is probably something that needs to happen. But I can't do it with one stack. I need 2 or 3 stacks to do it. Which means Egypt has to be ready. You know, maybe I'll send Lazika to go do it. That would be kind of funny. Lazika and Nobatia, go kill them. Looks like we're going to go this way without any trouble. So we are going to end the video here. Like and subscribe. We are blowing through this. We have 11,000 gold this turn. If you look at where we are in the Western Rome compared to this is considered very hard to the legendary difficulty of Western Rome, and it's obvious why. Now eventually more hordes are going to show up on our doorstep and we will have to deal with them, but that's why we have 2 full stacks up here. Once we deal with Garamantia, we will have taken care of most of what's going on over here. Is this Africa? Yeah. Oh no, that's the Gaetulians, which is weird because this is African rebels. That's funny. They took Constantina and they lost the Midi. Okay, well, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Adios.